Hi, I'm the Artie Dance from We Love Asian Horror, and welcome to this short movie review. For this review, it's the 2022 Korean horror film Devil in the Lake. What's this movie about? A young woman, heavily in debt, takes on a job as a caregiver for an old woman with dementia in a remote village. The village is known for its reservoir where the deaths of the previous caregivers, as well as a series of children from the past, have occurred. On arrival, she is warned not to bring any children into the house, but she has stowed away her mute daughter. Once the old woman finds the daughter, the two of them form an immediate bond. But there's something sinister in the house. The woman keeps finding talismans in every room, and the behaviour of her daughter changes after a mysterious young boy warns the woman about the house's secrets and the history of the old woman. Is the movie worth watching? Interestingly, this movie has won quite a few awards, but on inspection of what those awards are, they're all for the cinematography, and well deserved, because the camera work in this movie is top notch, and coupled with the eerie music are the only things that add the atmosphere to this film. There are a lot of optical and digital camera effects at play, from the colour bleeding, more known as chromatic aberration, to focus pulling, a beautiful 2 or so minute long one shot down the hallway of a house that looks to have been filmed with a drone, but most likely a Steadicam, to the clear drone shots where the woman first arrives to the house. The camera work is stunning, in no small part by the wide-angled lens used to distort all the angles. It's perfectly suitable for a horror film. It's just a shame that the story didn't do the cinematography any justice. And that's the movie's downside, the poor story. Relying too much on camera tricks and the eerie music, this movie is nothing more than a ghost story wrapped up in a possession blanket, and it does neither of them well. Central to the issue is the general stupidity and frustration of the main character. She makes some completely odd and out of place choices, especially when it comes to the safety of her daughter, that watching parts of this film filled me more with anxiety than terror. The saving grace of the film is the old woman. She's suitably creepy, but her turn at the end of the film was both unexpected and welcomed, which supported my theory that the reason her daughter didn't want any children in the house was that because it was going to make her a more lucid person. What do you think of my theory? Using my patent-pending ghost rating, which stands for great horror or stupid trash, I'm going to award this movie only 2 ghosts. And really, those 2 ghosts are for the technical achievements in this film, with the actual story and characters being very throwaway and ultimately unremarkable. Thank you for watching this short review. Check out more by following the links on the screen.